Hey guys, this is Tanuja Dabir here, mind body transformer and digestion whiz with a background in holistic nutrition. And today I want to talk to you about 5 ways to boost your energy instantly. Now we are all entrepreneurs and we are busy people, and that drains our energy. We are managing multiple priorities, we are juggling through the day with different things, and whether you're just working on your business, or sometimes we are managing our 9 to 5 and transitioning into our business, or their family obligations and other responsibilities. There are many reasons why your energy will be zapped, and before you know, you're feeling tired and lethargic, and there is this whole daunting list of things to do which you want to get to, but you just have no energy. So I was actually writing this blog for a women's entrepreneur group, and I thought, why not come over here and share the same tips with you guys, because we're all in the same boat, and I feel the same. The pressures of entrepreneurship sometimes will leave me feeling very lethargic and tired. So here are some simple tips that'll give you instant energy boost, and we're going to be talking about 5 of those. So the first one is, you want to take several 30-second breaks during a day and deep breathe. That's number 1, because most of us don't realize, when we get so involved in our work and we are buried between our emails and social media and client calls and customer service and back-end stuff. If you start noticing during those little breaks how shallow your breathing is, you will be surprised. And obviously, when our breath is shallow, we don't get enough oxygen. And our blood supply needs enough oxygen so that we can have sharper focus. So one of the best ways to instantly boost up your energy levels is actually to take several 30-second breaks during the day and just deep breathe. Now, one of my favorite ways to do it, there are several ways, of course. Deep breathing, some people say you take in your breath for 4 seconds, you hold it for 4, release it for 4, or some will just say notice your breathing, belly rising up and down, or some will say just focus on the nostrils and just the sensation of the air going in and coming out. So there are different ways. One of my favorite ways to do deep breathing is to actually breathe in for about 5 seconds and then hold for just a second or 2 and then release for about 7 seconds. So my exhales are actually longer than my inhales, and that really helps to ground me and gives me an energy boost. And I do it several times during the day. Most of the times when I'm actually in a frenzy and I'm too busy my brain goes, oh, I'm too busy to take a break, that's the exact time when I actually do it, and it just is an instant game changer. The second thing is, you need to drink water. Our bodies are basically water. Our brains are more than 90% water. Even our bones are about 22% water, I think. So with so much water in our body, when we are thirsty and we go and get ourselves a glass of water, by that point we're actually dehydrated, and most of us don't realize how dehydrated we are during the day, and that affects or that shows up as dry skin or dry hair, split ends, and you feel irritated and scratchy on your skin. So water or dehydration is another energy zapper. So when you feel low on energy, just have a nice cool glass of water, and that should instantly perk up your energy levels. So that's your tip number 2. Tip number 3 is actually to take a break and walk away from that very thing which you're doing and that is draining your energy. So sometimes we get involved in creating a new program, or we are so busy with our sales funnel, it's we barely realize how stressed our bodies get, and that drains our energy. So actually just stepping away momentarily, even if it's like a 5 or a 10-minute break where you step away from what you're doing, take a break from those emails or that content creation or social media, or between client calls, just step away and go stand out, take a breath of fresh air. If you have an opportunity, just go around the block or something, but that will also, take away your mind. It'll de-stress or calm down your brain and help you instantly with energy levels. Now definitely with my nutrition background, I am going to touch upon the next point, being your food. And unbalanced blood sugar levels is one of the main causes of not having energy. So every time we get an energy crash or we feel tired, you're actually having low energy levels because of most likely unstable blood sugar levels. So one of the best ways to balance out your blood sugar levels is to have a snack which has got a balance of protein, fat and carbohydrates. And it's generally easier to do in a meal. So for example, when you're eating your lunch or dinner, you'll have your chicken or fish or some sort of protein. You'll have some sort of fat in which it is cooked, or you might use, an avocado, and then there is a little bit of carb in terms of, say, grains, if you eat grains, or some other sort of carb, even if it comes from starchy vegetables. So lunch and dinner are easier to manage in terms of the protein and fat balance. How about snacks? It's easy in snacks too. So one of the things you could do is, say you're having an apple or a banana, you could add a nut butter with it if you're not allergic to nuts, that is. So, an almond butter or a cashew butter or peanut butter will have protein and fat in it to balance out the carbs that's coming from the apple. If you're having veggies like a celery steak or cucumber steaks, you can balance out with, say, a hummus. So hummus has got the protein from chickpeas, right? So this is how you start balancing your meals. And that, of course, helps to balance out your blood sugar levels, and that will give you constant energy during the day without having those dips and crashes which make you feel reach out for a donut or a large cup of coffee. So that is an important factor to remember. And anytime you actually notice your energy levels dip, you want to go back and make sure that you review what you had for lunch or breakfast or your previous meal that day, because your meal could be the reason why you don't have enough energy. So that was another thing. And the last thing, the fifth thing that I want to talk about is mind your thoughts, right? Sometimes our negative thoughts, our worries and the stress that we are going through, they are big when it comes to draining your energy. So examine yourself when you're feeling tired. What kind of thoughts are you having? What are you worried about? What are you stressing over? Are those thoughts real, right? Is there any truth to them? Or is it just you worrying about the future, or you're worrying about something that's happened in the past and you have no control over it? So also examining the thought patterns on your mind is really, really important. And it could be just a matter of zapping out of that thought and saying, hey, you know what, that I don't need to be thinking about that, or I'm not unnecessarily worrying about it. So those, I guess, would be my 5 top tips to try and have that instant change in your energy. So we talked about having balanced blood sugar levels, monitoring your thoughts, stepping away from what you're doing, having lots of water during the day to keep you hydrated, and of course deep breathing was the first one that I talked about. So I hope this helps you. If you generally do feel low on energy and these tips are not helping you, there might be something more going on, and it could be things like hormonal imbalances, thyroid issues, gut issues. You might be nutrient deficient, like there might be deficiency of iron, which might be causing you, or vitamin B's, which cause tiredness as well. So there could be other underlying root causes or health concerns that need to be addressed, and that's exactly what I do. So if I'm a digestion whiz, so if you have any sort of food sensitivity issues or gut issues and sugar cravings or lack of energy, that's what I specialize in. So we could definitely chat and get to the root cause of what your energy drainers are. So hope that little thing helps there, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.